Hello everyone, Christina here. Welcome to another live stream at my YouTube channel. This is an unusual time to go live. This is Monday evening. I chose this time because I missed last Friday's usual live. And then I'm not going to be live this coming up Friday either. So I thought, you know what? Let's go live on Monday night. It's an unusual time for me. Usually I'm in the middle of the day, but here we are. And today I'm going to be using a couple of stamp sets from Sunny Studio. This one called Garden Critters has been out for a little bit. And then this one called Birthday Cats, you know I'm going to use this one because there's cats, has been out for just a short while. I think it came out maybe last week. So I'm excited about this. I am going to be doing mail art today. I'm going to be doing 2 envelopes, hopefully 2. Crossing my fingers I have time. We're going to do 1, and if there's not time, then it'll be just the 1. But I am going to be taking people's or using people's addresses from the chat today. My idea for the envelopes for tonight is I thought we would take a 5x7 envelope and segment it off into different squares and rectangles and things like that, and stamp the images in some of the little squares, and then have one big area for the address and also a larger area for all the postage stamps. So I picked out my postage stamps in advance, and we're gonna get going here. And I'm going to be using Bristol paper today. So I've actually already figured out what size I need. Up here on my We Are Memory Keepers 123 punch board, it says for a 5x7 card, I need a paper size of 9 7/8 inches. All right, so over on, I should have taken note of this. Over here on the little guide, it says for 5x7, we need to punch at 4 1/8. So that's the little punch guide number we're going to use up here. So I'm putting my paper in, going to 4 1/8, lining up my left top corner with 4 1/8, and I'm going to punch down, and then I'm going to take this bottom line, which they label as envelope score line A. So I'm going to start down here, and this is why you want that swing out arm. I'm just going to start scoring from right there and bring that right up into that punch. And then I have my first score line. Now you're going to rotate it counterclockwise, and you're going to bring this score line and have it line up with the envelope score groove. So you can just kind of bring it over, and you're going to feel it kind of notch into place, about right there. And if not, you can just, it's hard to see because my lights are so bright, but this score line will line up with this first little nub right there on the punch. So I'll just punch that down, and then I'll do this score line again. All right, so now all I have to do is repeat what I've done, and I'm going to turn it this way. There's a question in the chat. Do you know if the darker punch board is available? It's hard to see the measurements on the lighter one. I totally get you. They don't sell this dark gray version anymore. The new version is like a cream with light colored writing on it. I wish the gray one was still being sold. You might be able to find a used one on eBay or something like that. What I would recommend is, you know, most of the time, I don't know, if you're like me, you're probably going to be doing mostly A2 envelopes and then 5x7 envelopes. So what I would do is, you know, turn on a bright light, get out your magnifying glass, find the right measurements, and then take a black Sharpie and write on it so you know what the measurement is. So at least it'll be a little bit easier when you go to make those more common sizes. That's what I would recommend. Okay, so here is my envelope. It's kind of hard to see, but all the sides are scored. Since we might do 2 envelopes, I'm going to go ahead and do that all again. I'm putting my punch board away, and I'm now going to fold down the sides of my envelope, and we're just going to crease these folds. I use the We Are Memory Keepers 123 punch board to create my envelope today. Besides the stamps that I'm using tonight, the star of the show is going to be Gina K Masking Magic strips. These are so great. I've had these in my stash for months and I just haven't used them till now. But basically what they are, you've got 3 different, oh, it's so bright. Sorry, guys. You've got 3 different measurements. You've got 1/8 inch strips, 1/4 inch, and 1/2 inch. So I'm actually going to use, let's see, I think I'll use the 1/4 inch and the 1/8 inch today. I know it's so hard to see right now. It's so bright. I'm so sorry. All right, so what I'm first going to do is take the 1/4 inch strips, and here we go. Now you're able to see what I'm talking about. They come off in 1/4 inches, and I'm going to use these on my envelope, and I'm going to mask off a border around everything. And it's not going to reach the full length of my envelope because my envelope is so large today, but no worries. See how it just ends right there? We're gonna have to use a little bit of this off the end, but not a problem. We'll just continue. Oh my word, that is so hard to see. Okay. All right, and then I can just tear that. Then I can put more of it along this end. So now we've got some planning to do. All right, so for my first card, I'm planning to have this group of postage stamps. So I'm going to bring them in so I can get things sized just right. So the postage stamps are going to be up in that area. So now I'm going to bring in my T-square ruler and I'm going to put down another strip, and this time it's going to be the very, very thin. Actually, maybe I do just want it to be the same width. Maybe I don't want it to be skinnier. I think I do want it to be the same width. So we're going to stick with the 1/4 inch strips. All right. In fact, I might just use a pencil and make a little pencil mark that I can erase later. So I know exactly where I want this. I want it about right there. So now I can move these out of the way. And in fact, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and draw a line. I think it'll make it easier. Just a really, really faint line. Just barely see it. And then I'm going to put my masking strip down right against that line. Oh, it almost goes to the end there. Cute. In fact, you know what? I might just tear this off and I'll use this. Perfect. Okay. So now I have this segment. Hello, focus please. Focus, focus. Okay. So I have this segment up here where the poster stamps are going to be all marked off. So now I thought I would just have a vertical line coming this way and have it, I'd break it into some other segments. So I'm going to draw another little line coming down. You see where I've got everything masked off now? I'm going to have my postage stamps up here, and then I think I want to have another segment right here. I'm going to just bring that, oh, wrong side. Oh no, that is the right side. Okay. Okay, so now we've got some kind of square areas and then a smaller one, and then we've got our postage, and here's our address all right here. And on this one, I picked out some fun Disney stamps. I thought that'd be really, really fun. So I've got Walt and Mickey, Goofy, and Donald, and then I've got Pinocchio and, oh my word, Jiminy Cricket. Is that right? I'm like, I couldn't remember that for a minute. Okay, so I'm going to make a little, so let's get them first. And I'm planning to use Let's see, should we do Karen markers today? Or we could do Copics. Let's do Karen markers today. So I need to use a waterproof ink. So I'm going to use VersaFine Onyx Black. Peel up any of my masking strips quite yet. I want to keep those there for as I'm working on my envelope. But I'm going to move on to my next envelope. Once again, using VersaFine Onyx Black ink. Walk my fingertips over all of these. Okay, and I'm going to start up here on the sun using the color gold, and I'm just going to add I'm not going to do my usual finishing steps on these. I will just walk you guys through it just since I've been going for like almost 2 hours. We're coming up on 2 hours, but here are both envelopes for today. Okay, so the final steps that I would do to make sure these will, arrive in good shape, I should say, I would take microglaze. So this is Distress Microglaze. I apply it with this little foam tool, and basically it kind of seals everything in and makes it water resistant. It's not waterproof. Like if the envelope is dunked in a bucket of water, it's not going to survive. It's paper. It's not going to survive. But it will help all of the watercolor from reactivating and kind of smearing and bleeding all over the place. So when I apply this stuff, I will purposely avoid the postage stamps. That's because once this stuff is on the surface, it seals everything in and then the post office can no longer cancel out the postage stamps. So that's like bad. So you need to make sure that you avoid putting the glaze over the actual postage itself. I'm also going to put my return address on the flap, and sometimes the post office, if the envelope gets put through their machines upside down, it will read my address and try to deliver it to me. That's actually only ever happened once, but I mean, just be aware that that is a possibility. And so some people will instead put their return address up. So I could have put my return address in these top like square corners. I totally could have done that if I was thinking ahead, but I wasn't. Yeah, so I'll put my return address on the back. I'll do the microglaze. The microglaze takes, I don't know, a little bit to dry. Usually I just leave it overnight, and it works out well, and it doesn't smear or smudge anything. So those are the envelopes for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I plan to, hopefully in the next week or so, share my updated Clean to Craft room with you all. And when I do that, I will have a huge, massive giveaway because I have a lot of product that I purged from my stash. So please come back for that. And I will see you in my next video. It's actually a video that I did for Waffle Flower for their sneak peek club. I'm going to share the projects that I did for them, and that'll be coming out on Wednesday. Thanks so much for joining me tonight, and I will see you guys in another video very soon. Thanks for joining me.